Tears and hugs in the courtroom after a sentence that ensures sports doctor Larry Nassar will spend the rest of his life in prison. It's the emotional end to a painful ordeal, since Me Too and Time's Up became rallying cries against sexual harassment in the workplace. What began with celebrities speaking up about sexual abuse snowballed into thousands of women sharing their personal tales online with the hashtag #MeToo. Many prominent figures have lost their jobs as a result.
Fundamentally, what was really different was they were being heard. They were being validated. And this, to me, is the fundamental change in the Me Too movement. It's the response to people telling. People have been trying to tell for a very long time.
Former gymnast Rachel Den Hollander was the first woman to publicly accuse Nassar. She says he molested her when she was 15 years old. Nassar pleaded guilty to sexually abusing female gymnasts, some as young as 10 years old. Judge Rosemary Aquilina opened the courtroom to any woman who wanted to publicly address the disgraced doctor directly.
You lied to me and manipulated me to think that when you treated me, you were closing your eyes because you had been working hard when you were really touching me, an innocent child, to pleasure yourself.
He betrayed my trust, took advantage of my youth, and sexually abused me hundreds of times.
But even though I'm a victim, I do not and will not live my life as one.
More than 150 women stepped up to the mic with harrowing stories of abuse under the guise of medical treatment, some dating back 2 decades.
Usually people who commit these acts, they don't have to face their accuser. Their accuser is silenced. Their accuser is afraid to tell them.
Hopper adds that while the Me Too movement has had a snowball effect, it may not be trickling down to people in more vulnerable situations.
A lot of people are feeling empowered to speak their stories. They're not just assuming they're not going to be believed or that they're going to be silenced. But the snowball metaphor might be apt also in that it's still largely kind of a white phenomenon.
The U.S. Olympic Committee has called for the resignation of the entire board of directors of USA Gymnastics. Jesusemen Oni, VOA News, Washington.